Can we help you get to Bali, Indonesia with points the end of March to April? I think we can, and we're going to show you how. So the backstory here is user 31116813400675 commented on one of our posts and said, hey, can you show me an itinerary to get me to Bali, Indonesia, end of March to April using points and miles? And specifically using points from the Capital One Venture X card, which means you want to use the Venture miles from the Capital One or the Capital One Venture X credit card. So we did find an itinerary. We actually found a couple. We found a route from the US to Bali via Air India. It is a nearly $3,500 flight to a $3,800 flight, depending on where you're leaving from. And we're going to show you how to book that for 87,500 Capital One miles. So we found availability using seats.aero and roam.travel using our paid subscriptions. If you do want to use this, we have both of these search engines linked in our bio. Okay, back to the itinerary. But we found availability for this flight on April 1st from New York to Bali via Air India. Your layover would be in Delhi, beautiful city. So what you'd want to do is go to the Air India site, confirm availability, then go to Air Canada. If you don't have an Air Canada Aeroplan account, sign up for one, it's free. Confirm the flight is available to book with points via Air Canada on that date, April 1st. And then you can transfer your points, your Capital One miles, and your Capital One travel portal to Air Canada to book this flight. Also, hot tip for Air Canada. Once you create a free account, you find the flight, you're ready to transfer your points, they have a few options. Very important. Once you find that flight at Air Canada, there are 4 different booking options depending on the points you have. So in case you recently signed up for the Capital One or Capital One Venture card and you have 75 to 80,000 points, there are a few other options. You can book the same flight for 70,000 Air Canada miles, which is 70,000 Capital One miles, and $288 US, or you can book this flight for as little as 52,500 Capital One or Air Canada miles in this case. But the cash component is $519, so pick your poison here. Just to be extra secure, extra safe, you are allowed to call Air Canada, and there are times where the agent will hold the flight for you while you transfer your points from Capital One to Air Canada. We transferred points to Air Canada via Capital One about a month and a half ago, and it took about 4 minutes, so there might be a tiny bit of waiting. But we've heard from others it's instant. And in case you don't want to travel on April 1st just because it's April Fool's Day, you can also book the same itinerary March 17th, March 18th, and you would be flying out of JFK instead of Newark, New Jersey. And if you have more miles that you want to spend, there is availability for 115,000 points, but we didn't bring it up because the value is just not that good. Hope that helps. Drop a comment of the next country you'd like to travel to, and we'll find a way to get you there using points and miles. There's also a brand new ebook we just launched in the link in our bio. Teaches you everything we've learned over the last 6 years, including how we've earned and redeemed over 3 million miles using credit card points to allow us to travel luxuriously for next to nothing. But there's other fun stuff in the bio too, like free guides, how to fly Emirates first class, how to transfer your points and miles, and then a link to every credit card that we talk about. So we have a link to the credit card, the pros and cons of owning each credit card. And if you do sign up, and you want to use the affiliate link, it's at no extra cost to you, but it greatly helps support our small business. So hope this video was helpful. If it was, drop us a comment, like, and a follow if you're not following already. And above all else, thank you for being you. Love you. Bye!